Hi everyone, Kyle here from BF Light Shows. In today's video, we are going to dive into the Mattos Designs medium-sized tilt-up Sasquatch tree. So this tree is about 8 feet tall, and we are going to take it out of the flight case and get it fully assembled so you guys can see what it looks like, how to assemble it, and get it ready for your shows. All right, let's get into it. So you have these turnbuckles on the side over here, and you'll basically just pull this lever out, go ahead and rotate it, and it will unlatch. And then once they're kind of pulled away, you can lift the top up. And inside, you'll notice we have our Mega Tree topper. We have the part that connects the Mega Tree topper to the actual tube. We have the metal for our ring down at the bottom here. We have this bracket, which allows you to add a topper to your tree. Comes with the Allen wrench and the bolts that you're going to need. We have our base itself. One of the center support poles. And then the other center support pole. The first thing I like to do is I will take the cotter pins out of the feet here, and then the feet can expand and drop down. And then you'll take your cotter pin and you'll slide it back in on the ground pin spot. And then I'm going to leave the back one unconnected at the moment. That way we'll be able to tilt this down when we need to. Next up, I will take one of our center support poles. You'll notice that this end does not have a flared side. And this is just going to go in this center pole here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll crank this little screw down here. That will add some rigidity to this pole to make sure that it doesn't come out. And then I'll take one of our rings here. And what this ring will do is it will just kind of go on the bottom here. Go ahead and take a couple of our bolts here with our Allen wrench. Go ahead and screw that in. And you'll notice that these ends are a little bit different. So they have a notch on one side that allows them to basically interlock with each other. So that way you can allows them to interlock with each other. So now that we have that together, we have our ring. It does come with two other bars, so if we want to do a 360, we can. I'm going to tilt this tree down, so I'm not going to connect the other bars or that back cotter pin yet. We'll go ahead and we'll grab our center pole here. And notice that this one does have a flared side. So you're going to take that. That is going to go inside this pole here. So now that is lined up. Take more of our Allens and we can go ahead and we can screw this pole together. So there's 2 on the front here and then 2 on the back as well. For the assembly of this ring, you'll notice that these 2 notches right here, or these 4 notches rather, are a little bit bigger than these ones. Those are going to line up with your screw pattern here. I like to kind of start these by hand to make sure I don't cross thread anything. And then once they are started, we can grab the Allen wrench and tighten them down. And then if you wanted to add the center pole here for a topper, you'll notice there is a hole down at the bottom here. And there is a screw hole right in the center here. And you would basically use the same Allen and go ahead and screw in this topper. For this video, I'm not going to use the topper, so, or I'm sorry, yeah, we won't use the topper. We're just going to use this ring here. And then we're going to take our other cotter pin here, and then I'm going to flip this tree down. And this topper basically just slides in here, and then to make sure that it's nice and taut, you want to make sure that you have a few notches sticking out of the very top over here. Go ahead and stick your cotter pin in, make sure it goes through both sides. And then once it's latched, we are good to lift it back up. To make this just a little bit easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect all of the carabiners over to the topper here. We'll hang all of the lights, then we'll tilt it up, then we'll connect the strings on the bottom. So I got all these carabiners from Mattos Designs as part of this kit. In this video, we are doing a 180-degree tree, so I'm just going to fill the front half of this. And then we have our crack and flex strips here. These crack and flex strips have this metal guy wire included in it. So what you can do is attach these to the carabiner, and then on the other end we have another connector. But this gives the string a little bit more rigidity because it has this metal guy wire, and the pixels are actually connected through this guy wire. So it's all one assembly. If you do have a bad pixel, you're not able to cut them out, you do just replace the whole string. So we'll go ahead and make sure we have all of our ends for the top. We'll get them connected to the carabiners, and then we will tilt this thing up and start wiring it up. Once you have all of your strands hanging down, we can go ahead and grab the connectors that are going to go in the ring down at the bottom. We'll go ahead and connect everything. That will help give this a little bit more rigidity and help straighten it up. And then you want to make sure that this goes on a flat surface. Right now it's on some snow, and you can see it is kind of moving around a little bit. Once we get it stabilized on the bottom and get all the strips attached, this will get a little bit tighter and it won't move quite as much. So this tree comes with these little bungees with the little spring on it here. And what this does is it will allow you to go into the ring here, and then you can clip around the guy wire as well. So you'll go ahead and take your outermost one, figure out where your outermost strip is here. And then you're going to take the little hook here, take the hook, hook it around the guy wire, pull it tautly, and then you're going to go around the ring there. And then it should be something kind of like this. And then what I like to do, just to make sure I have even tension, is I'll come over and do the other side. And that way, once this moves a little bit and gets into position, these will be nice and tight. And then you just kind of work your way around the tree until it is all fully connected. And now we have our tree assembled, standing up. We need to connect our controller to it. That way we can light this thing up. We can go ahead and connect our power cable. After we connect our power cable, then we'll be able to light this thing up. Now that it's dark out, we'll go ahead and set up Xlights. Go ahead and click on Add Ethernet under the controller tab. In this case, we are using an Xlights Genius Pro 16, and the IP is 192.168.30.63. We'll go ahead and set the default brightness to 50%. We'll notice that we have a green circle down here, meaning that we are connected. We'll go over to the Layout tab, grab a new tree. We'll change this to 180 degrees. We'll confirm that it has 16 strings and 50 nodes per string. Go back over to the Controller tab, click on Visualize, drag your tree over to port 1. Upload output, click on the Sequencer tab, File New Sequence. Oops. We'll do an animation for this. And then we can go ahead and grab like a spiral. Make this go a little faster. And then we can click on Upload Output, and you can see our tree is now on. So the tree works. If we want to throw different effects on here, we can see we can go over to a bars effect. If we throw a 3D fade on here, we can increase the speed. We can adjust palette reps. So this tree will be able to do basically anything any other mega tree will be able to do. You may have a little bit of issues trying to do text and graphics on a tree with this density, but any of the effects in Xlights should look great. We hope this video was helpful. If you're in the market for a new mega tree, we recommend checking out the Mattos Designs tilt-up line. Again, they have a small, medium, large, and extra large option. This version is the medium. It's about 8 feet tall. We went with the Kraken Flex lights. This has 50 strands per string, 16 strings. We think it gives a good density. If you're looking for more than that, you can go to 1 inch spacing. Right now they're about 2 inch spacing. And If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, send us a message, an email. You can reach out to Mattos Designs as well. I want to thank JR and the Mattos Designs team for allowing us to make videos like this for them. If you guys have any other videos you want to see, let us know and we'll get to it. Thanks. Have a good day.